Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final Beer with the Balls episode of 2024. Today, we are celebrating a year full of tech triumphs, flops, and surprises with our very own award ceremony. We decided that we should look back to this year and try and share with you guys a little bit of what happened and who should be mentioned as either someone who did a good job or maybe someone who was disappointing or something that was disappointing this year. I'm Rodrigo Matos, and I have with me here
I'm Joe
Joe
Zamboni.
Zamboni.
That's it. Yeah, I'm Joe Zamboni here. Thank you, Rodrigo. Yeah, today we decide to do something different, which is talk about what happened. Everybody's doing this time of the year, so we just want more. But like we have to do, right? That's the time of the year where we talk about uh thing good, bad things that happen, and good things that will happen. We hope. That is something that we look forward 2025 to be better than this year. So you want to start, Rodrigo?
Yeah,
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Christmas special. I'm drinking some Baileys, pure Baileys, but with ice, right? Because it's hot as hell in Brazil this time of the
Uh,
year. How about you, Joe? What are you
yeah,
drinking?
I'm drinking the good and old Guinness, as
Oh,
always.
but that's a good actually a good cue for us to talk about the most important
No,
awards
let's go the
today, right?
opposite. Let's
Yeah,
go.
no, I just want to say like that the most
Oh,
important award today will be related to Guinness, but we're going to start with the let's see what is the first award here is the Compute Port Award. So cloud computing and hardware. Joe, who did a good job this year?
yeah. Let's start with the runner up, like the second one. This the guy who we think um, we think is incredible, like which is the Apple M4s, right? I think whatever, if you have one of those computers, you know what I'm talking about. This Apple chip is tremendous. It's like stupidly fast. Apple did it again. Basically, if you the M series is good as ever, but I think that is a good runner-up. But the real winner is at this time is Google with this Willow chip. It's, I mean, for us, it's still not something that we're gonna use tomorrow. Like nobody will have a fridge computer on their main room, but the advances in quantum computer are growing fast and fast. um and it's hard to understand also. Some people say that they don't understand really good uh, quantum computer. The best analogy that I found to explain quantum computer uh we drive, we start, humanity start walking, we walk around, then we invent some kind to protect the foot. Then we invented the horse, like we domesticated horse. Then we invented some cars. Then we invented fast and faster cars. Then the idea is okay for walking. Quantum computer is a fucking fast boat, so it's some kind of different mat, some kind of the side. So it's not in the land. It's like computers are in the land, and then um, quantum computer is something outside of this realm, but solve something that is different. But like the example, the math that it's proposed to solve is different. So, and this the example was Willow from Google that did something extraordinary in this year, right after, like a month, less than a month ago or so. I think that was the most incredible the year. How about you? What do you think, Rodrigo?
Yeah, today I'm going to rely much more on your thoughts as an industry expert here, and you're like much more like connected to the trends and what happened than I am. I'm just curious, actually, like about I I kind of struggle to understand how we could use quantum computing. I don't know if this is something that people are still kind of finding out where we're going to apply this in our real lives. But do you have any like insight on how we could use it in the future?
I mean, we are far from having a computer at home because right now the technology requires a very specific temperature control and all those things. But like the idea behind quantum computers is instead of you having how can I say, you have zeros and ones, right? So as a separate state, the computer end up with the state that is the answer altogether. Is the way I understand is it's more like if you have an atom and they have the spin. I know that atoms don't spin, like it spins. Is already an analogy for for the whole thing. But imagine like if you position the atoms in a way that they will have not zero one, but all the different aspects between zero and one, and then you position all those atoms, those qubits, which is independent, and when you measure the state of them because of you move one and another, you end up with the answer. That's the closest way that I have to understand. That is the final answer. It's like if your input will change all the other atoms together, like, and then when you measure
Okay.
you get, oh, that's my answer. So they can get the answer much faster because they're just like one influence another, and they create an answer. That's the way that I try to visualize this thing. But it, so it's not like logical port in mathematics or computer that you like, because you have zero zero, you have one if it's a short, or 1 or 0, it's something like that. Like uh, that's the way that I see. But no, we
Okay.
will never play Minesweeper or Solitaire on a quantum computer. I don't believe that's that's
Okay.
gonna happen. Or Candy
That's
Crush or
cool.
something like that. No, that's not gonna happen.
Candy Crush. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's disappointing. No, I'm kidding. All right. That's awesome. So this was our Compute Pour Award of the year. Let's move on to our Homebrew Award of the year. And this Homebrew Award is related to remote and hybrid work innovations that took place in 2024. Joel, who is the runner up and who is the winner for the Homebrew Award?
So for the runner-up, I think the best is Notion, right? They evolved. They did so many changes this year. There's like the Notion AI that is coming for the best, is improving a lot. But now they have charts. They have new layouts and all those things, many charts. So I think Notion is being improving a tool needed for our customers. Uh, it helps people work remotely in a real way. Like it's not like an example when we talked about Zoom, that Zoom was calling people back and we discussed that Zoom is not for remote work; it's for meetings. You don't work on Zoom, right? Notion is, yes, you perform work there, so you can write text, you can follow up on your work, you inform people, people get informed, and all those things are happen there. That's our runner up. But for our winner, you want to talk a bit about the winner?
Yeah, the winner is, well, I'm gonna talk about our experience at Webera. We started and we still use Notion, both at Webera and Avanti. Notion definitely did a great job in 2024. Whoever is a Notion enthusiast as we are, 2024 was a year full of good surprises. But definitely the new platform that we've been using for over a year now, or even longer than that, uh, was definitely GitHub projects, right? The improvements that they brought to GitHub projects, especially like this last few months now, they released like a beta version of like something that's so simple, but that we missed a lot, which was issue types, right? We had
Yeah.
to use labels and it got confusing. So GitHub is definitely like stepping up and trying to actually enter the project business, in a serious way. And well, some of our clients opt for GitHub projects recently, and just today I was talking to one of them, and I was like, how's GitHub like? How's your like experience with GitHub so far with GitHub projects? And this specific person is a developer, and he was like, man, my workflow is finally streamlined. I'm finally basically using the one platform, because they were previously using Jira, and of course, whoever uses Jira knows the challenges that Jira brings to the table. And just the fact that he was using GitHub uh, to work with both, like he has the code at the same place, that are like very, very like close to the task he's working on. Yeah. How about you, Joe? What do you think? I know that you are a heavy user also of GitHub.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree totally. Like GitHub projects this year changed a lot. Like the other highlight I want to talk about, it's the sub issues that helped a lot. Like we can have now sub issues, which is pretty good. Like we can see the underlying tasks that we're gonna work on. Uh, Definitely, GitHub projects has the homebrew award for this year, which is awesome.
Yeah. But please, people who work for GitHub, please make 2025 an even like better year. There are still a lot of things that you guys should implement, and loads of
Uh,
features that you guys should release, or like um, for example, another level, like would like to see like the possibility of working with initiatives, actually sprints. um,
no, they have
um,
sprints. They have sprints.
yeah, but you know I have to say I prefer sprints in Jira than in GitHub right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. No,
And
because
and
like,
it's difficult to say that. You don't hear people saying that they prefer Jira for things. But
yeah, I know, I
yeah.
know. Yeah, I think
And
if they have that
yeah.
button that moves all the tasks to one sprint to another one, that'll be cool. Things like that, yeah, that nature. But
Yeah, and like for example, we use story points today as a custom field,
uh,
So it would be good if like we could actually have that as a not a custom field in GitHub. But it's more to come. I'm sure that 2025
yeah,
is going to be a
like
good year.
we cannot make a burn down chart. Still, we have to
Yeah,
live with burn ups and chartings.
exactly.
Yeah. But like an example, I don't think you can calculate velocity in Jira either, right? Because velocity normally
You
is,
can't.
yeah,
I mean, you can calculate velocity, but you cannot create dashboards and use like story points for dashboards, because they're not a um, they're not a field that is considered countable for some reason.
mm,
Uh, yeah.
uh,
Anyway, and they're the lead one still in the market. So
yeah.
anyway,
And then like labels in Jira. Remember that we find out that we cannot change what was we cannot
yeah.
delete a label, right? We have to go.
No, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot. You have to delete the labels manually from every task that has that label. Otherwise, there's no way to manage your labels in Jira.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
it's tough.
Anyway, let's move on. This was our homebrew award. Well done, GitHub projects. Definitely well deserved, and Notion as well as runner up. Let's go now with the Startup Brew Award, which will feature the most promising new technologies from 2024. Joel, do you wanna talk about our runner up?
Yeah, the first tower run upper is AI in healthcare, right? Even we saw like AI. finding cancer where people or like normal humans did not see cancer in images, or like ourselves, we are developing on Life Pulse, we are developing a model to help save lives by reinterpreting EKGs, right? So we see healthcare like changing lives at this point. Like it will change lives of everyone when we have new models in AI interpreting tests. And our winner is. You want to talk about the winner?
I'm gonna say who. Yeah, I'll say who the winner is, but then I'll add the explanation with you as well, because well, the winner is AI agents, and I want to ask you why. Why do you nominate AI agents as the winner?
Because models, large language models, they are all about everything. And then when you create an agent, you contextualize that model. You give them like the right context to actually deliver some value. You, it's similar to, I don't know, um, buy a pasta until you put the sauce, it's doesn't have a flavor. So
Okay,
actually giving the context to the model, it gives you flavor. Like that thing does do something. So when you connect an LLM to functions or other APIs, and then when you actually give a context to the LLM, it can change the weight for all that information it hands, and then give you the results. So and then you have multiple agents talking between them, with each one using the same LLM but with different weights, and you have fantastic answer. Like that's like Chat ChatGPT 01 is exactly that. It's the same ChatGPT 4.0, but with an agent agentic model behind. So yeah, that's I
cool.
think is the best one of the year.
So well done, AI agents, for winning the Startup Brew Award, most promising new technology of 2024. Let's see what 2025 will bring as well. And I really like the next award, especially the name, the Flat Beer Award. What is the biggest tech disappointment or flop from 2024, Joe?
Yeah, I guess I'm not sure. I mean, it, it it benefit the person who owns the platform, but I think the runner up is the Twitter rebrand. I still don't know how to call the X thing. Like, what do I do on X? I send a tweet or I send a X. It sounds
Are you Xing or are you tweeting?
yeah, the Xing.
Yeah.
It's like what if it's like because like Facebook has the post thing. I'm posting on Facebook or I'm sharing on Facebook or Instagrams, right? I'm posting on Instagram, but like Twitter wasn't posting on Twitter, was tweeting. Like it was a verb,
Hmm.
right? Probably isn't there's a dictionary term for that already, like Google. Like I'm tweeting. And now we have to do X. It's horrible, man. That's the runner up. And
Yeah.
the
I don't know in the US, but nobody in Brazil is called XX. We say, or if you, even if you read like a news article, they will say, this was posted in X, formerly known as Twitter. You know, like always have to explain. That shows it's like a very bad rebranding. I
yeah,
don't know.
I think the name is correct. It's like X Twitter, right?
Yeah, X Twitter.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
like X Twitter. That's what they
Yeah.
call. It's X Twitter.
No.
Like
Yeah, horrible. Such a strong brand as well. As you mentioned, the brand became a verb, like, and just like getting rid of that is like kind of, or I don't
yeah,
know. Anyway,
yeah, it's not.
who's the winner, Joe? What was the biggest tech disappointment in 2024?
Yeah. Well, the big stack disappoint is our glorious Apple Vision Pro. That thing
Glorious.
is, yeah, it's glorious. I mean, sometimes, like, I think I was watching a review the other day. Like, Apple has this, must be a job description inside Apple. They have someone who is specialized in make a special flaw in each product, so people can complain about that flaw, and it's so bad that you forget about the other flaws. You just see the bad thing. Like this mouse, like the Apple mouse, you have to charge in the bottom, so you have to charge upside down. So that's a
Yeah,
flaw. Like the new Mac Minis, the button is under the Mac Mini, so you have to not, it's not heavy or anything, but like it's
you have
under
to
the
lift it.
equipment. You have to lift the thing to turn it on. So it's like every computer, like the notch on the iPhone, that it, and I think they let the guy select one more thing on the Apple Vision Pro, because there's a few things there. It's like it's unbalanced, like the heavy thing. It is awkward, that eyes simulation that they do. It's expensive. It has a cable for the battery, which is like, even Meta did something better. Uh, well, let me say again, it is expensive. That's $3,500 or something like that.
Yeah,
So I think that is the biggest flop of the year. I don't think very few people bought that thing. Uh, they were expecting. I mean, people say whoever uses the thing, like the image is gorgeous. There's no killer app so far. I don't think there's a killer app. Uh, I think the platform is too closed yet. Run some iPad apps. Um, yeah, unfortunately, I was wishing that, because like the eye tracking, the
yeah.
hands tracking is very good, but yeah,
It's a shame, right? It's a shame that you always expect more from Apple. Anyway, there you are, Apple Vision Pro, the Flat Beer Award from 2024. It's all yours. And now we get to the big winner of the night, even though it's not a night, but maybe whoever is listening to us at night will be
somewhere
the
is
big
night,
winner of the night.
right? Somewhere is night.
Somewhere is the night, yeah. This is the best tech achievement of 2024, and we call that the Guinness Toast Award. That's why at the beginning of the episode I mentioned that Guinness was related to the big winner of the night. Uh, Joe, who is our runner up to the Guinness Toast Award from 2024?
So I think we believe that is the Meta open source models. We just had the release of Llama 3.3, and from all the companies, Meta, the one that wants to own your whole life, your whole history, everything about you, come out something very special, that those open source models, like having the ability to run um, good technology, which is these open source models from your computer. It is fascinating coming out from a company that wasn't expected. Like, they did good this year. I think Meta came back with this technology, and I think they are embedding in all their products too. Um, I think right now is the most used LLM in the world, because you have them on WhatsApp, and people are using. So congratulations on having our runner up. But yeah, what do you think about them, Rodrigo?
Yeah, I obviously don't really like work with like coding and but I remember from the beginning of this year till now how excited our team was, and you especially, Joe. Like, I remember you mentioning like Olama and how they were doing a great job, and how we should like invest time and resources in working with this technology. And we are seeing like in our like development, in our the work we're doing, the products we're creating, we're already like seeing this really helping us kind of try and put things uh like create new things. And yeah, and Meta in 2024 they definitely did a good job. Not only with that, right? Like we're talking about how Apple Vision Pro sucks, and Meta is like kind of also again like stepping up and kind of releasing new products related to like their glasses. I really like, it's been a while since I really wanted to buy something new from tech, and like there are like new Ray-Ban glasses. I really want to buy one.
Mm,
So yeah,
yeah,
but who is our Guinness Toast Award winner, Joel? Who did great this year in tech?
yeah. And for this, it's actually an image.
It's a photo.
It's a photo. I mean, it's not a photo. It's a few photos, maybe a lot of photos, but it's from
Hmm.
the farthest galaxy known to man so far, which was taken by JWST telescope, and literally broke science because right now there's a bunch of people trying to defend Big Bang, all those theories that people defend for the past century. But it's weird because the JWST found galaxies of the size that are not supposed to be there. So they are normal size galaxies and they are far, far from, like, very close to the Big Bang. So we're trying to figure it out. And that is technology. Like, we have a piece of metal floating in Lagrange point two or something like that, which is Lagrange, something like that, which is part of like the gravity between Earth, the Moon, and the Sun, where we can drop things there and they will stay there. Lagrange, something like that. L2, and it thinks there. It costs $10 billion or so, and is taking pictures from the beginning of the universe, or as far as we can get with the technology we have today, and is breaking our knowledge. That is awesome. That's real science. That's that's technology, right? What do you think, Rodrigo?
I think that science should be all about that, right? Should be all about questioning what we know, and we don't have to have all the answers. It's just about, what if. And
Yeah,
I watched the James Webb uh, documentary on Netflix. If you guys haven't, I really recommend. It's impressive what they did there, and what they show, of course, images and footage from the telescope, but just like all the work involved in there, it's like over a decade, or like decades of work. And yeah, it's great to be alive at this time of our, you know existence in as humanity. I do think we are, it feels like we are about to find out so much more about who we are, and like, uh,
uh,
I don't know. I'm very excited for the next few years, and what AI and all these like new technologies could bring us, and help science, and help us understand what are we actually doing here, right? Because we don't know that yet.
yeah,
Don't know if we ever will, but
yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, we. That's another
maybe this is the
conversation.
Bailey's talking now.
Yeah, now I think Bait is getting to you, but you're right. You're right. Now is yeah. I think the year was awesome. I mean, every year we feel that we're closer and closer to find an answer. But like those big projects, like the ones, the cathedrals of our time, right? The James Webb projects that, I mean, they don't take more centuries like the cathedrals used to take, but they are with a complete different proposition. But you see these generational projects, they change things. Like phones, right? Phones are the same, right? It took a generation to us to come from the StarTACs of the life, or the what's called the Motorola's. the big Motorola's ones to now what we have with an iPhone 16 that takes 4K video with um, like speed internet who connects everything. It's on device um, AI too and everything. Yeah. All right.
That's awesome, Joe. Well, Joe, thank you for 2024, and thank you all who listened to us. And happy holidays from Beer with the Boss guys and from the Webera and Avanti team as well. And hope to see you all in 2024,
Yeah. Merry
2025, right?
Christmas.
2025.
I think it will be this. I will live on YouTube, but this will be posted on the on the right channels. I think just after Christmas. So thank you for listening to us, guys. Happy 2024, and wish a happy 24. No, wish you a happy
Yeah, I said,
2025.
yeah, sorry, I said 2024. Yeah.
I think the babies and the beers are taking over already. Have an awesome year and see you next year.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Rodrigo.